We'll start the session from 2 5. I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
When is going to start meeting?
Just in some time.
Okay.
किस टॉपिक पे है मैडम ये?
It is on automation. मतलब आप आपका काम क्या automate कर सकते हो तो you'll know it when we start.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just start the session. I hope everyone has joined. Okay, so first of all, good afternoon to everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you. So, on behalf of Vyapar TechSwin, thank you for taking the time to join us for today's webinar. And at Vyapar TechSwin, we have been working closely with thousands of tax professionals, and over the years, this community has given us so much trust. So, your support, your feedback, and the love which you guys have been showed us, a big part of whatever Vyapar TechSwin has become today is because of this community. And for us, this is genuinely a very special thing. So now we feel it is time to give something back to the community and create more value beyond just our product. So we have taken three new initiatives for all of you and for our paid users and also the larger tax and accounting community as well. So, first thing is that we have started the webinars, expert webinars, where we are going to conduct regular webinars with growth experts, AI experts, productivity experts, technology professionals, and other industry experts as well. The idea is to bring practical session that can actually help you in your day-to-day work, whether it is improving your productivity in your office, managing your team member better, using AI effectively, or automating repetitive works, or improving your client servicing, and simplifying learning new ways of working. So we want these sessions to be practical, useful, and something that you can actually implement in your office. Second, we have recently launched a tech series on our YouTube channel. In this series, we will cover different software tools and technologies that can make your work easier. We will explain which tools are useful, where you can use them, how you can use them, and how they can save your time and improve your productivity as well. So, the idea is not just to talk about technology, but to simplify it so that even if you're not very tech savvy, you can still understand and use it in your daily work, right? And third thing, the third initiative is something we are very excited about, as we are going to launch a series of AI and automation plugins. And this will be completely a free to use. There will be a no charges of them. Our first plugin is expected to be launched in the next 15 to 20 days. It is related to GSTR to be auto downloaded and email automation. Like as we all know, every month around like on 14th day, 2B has to be downloaded and shared with every client, right? And which becomes another repetitive manual task. So with this plugin, we are trying to automate that entire process. So instead of manually downloading 2B and emailing it to every client, the system can handle that process for you. And this is only the beginning. Going forward, we have planned to launch many more such plugins that can help reduce routine and repetitive work for tax professionals as well. And again, these plugins will be free of cost, because the whole purpose behind this initiative is to contribute back to the community that has supported us for so long. Right. And if you feel this webinar, the tech series, or this free tools can help someone in your network, please feel free to recommend them to your friends and fellow professionals as well. So now I would like to request all of you to follow and subscribe to our Vyapatex channels across our social media. And because we will keep sharing updates and upcoming webinars, new tech series episode, free tools, plugins, and other useful resources there. And I'm sharing all the social media channel links in the chat, so you can easily refer it and stay connected with us. So, coming back to today's webinar, so our topic is from doing to delegating, automating routine work with AI. And to take us through today's session, we are happy to have CA Minal Sharma with us. Minal is a chartered accountant, AI trainer, and founder of AIM, AI with Minal. She specializes in helping finance and accounting professionals understands and practically apply AI automation and emerging technologies in their day-to-day work. So she has trained 19,000 plus professionals through 375 plus programs and sessions across 48 institutions and corporates, including chartered accountants, finance professionals, BFSI teams, and business leaders as well. What makes a session especially useful is that the focus is not just on learning different AI tools, but on understanding how you can actually use technology in your everyday professional workflows to save time and work more efficiently. So I'm sure today's session is going to be very practical and useful for everyone joining us. So without taking any more time, I will hand it over to Minal to take today's session forward. So Minal, over to you.
Thank you so much, Khyati.
Yes.
So I hope this family grows and we have more such sessions for enriching and enhancing our users
Yes.
and their experience with tax Vyapar as well as AI boom, which is happening right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's dive into the session. So I hope all of the people who are in the room are from finance background and all are knowing that, what are we doing when we talk about actual accounting and yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah, so we all know that in our profession, we are very much used to, doing things by manually by hand because it is of expertise. We need expertise, and that's why people come to us to get their work done. But what if we can delegate that work to AI? So that is what we are going to learn today in this webinar, that is from doing to delegating, automating routine tasks with AI safely and without pretending the review step does not exist. Now, while we go forward with this approach, we need to first understand what can be automated and what can be not, so that we don't leave anything halfway. So let's understand first that how to go this way. So today my task is for all of you to teach you that how you can get at least one manual task out of your desk. Now there are three ways to do it. So one, I call it as a filter, that which of your routine tasks can actually be handed over and which must never leave your desk. Okay, so this is a task which you have to filter out, that okay, this cannot be done using AI, I have to do this manually. Then second is a ladder. Once a task qualifies, what to build for it? A saved context, a workflow, schedule, or agent. What do you have to build for it? Then there is a checkpoint where your review sits. So speed never costs the file, the client, or the signature. So you have to be very sure of what you are uploading to AI, because that is where the real game is nowadays. Now, the next thing is 8 to 12 hours a week, every week on low judgment work, you have to save, because your reconciliations, data cleanup, recurring reports, following up emails, document summaries, all these work, which is of high repetition, but low judgment, and which is billable to nobody, can be done using AI. And we have to target these tasks first. Now, the next part is our hours, our timing, where they actually go. So now I have identified this. Reconciliations is a major task, which actually takes up a lot of time. Data cleaning up and formatting, because maybe, in our offices, multiple clients are there. They send their, trial balances or their dumps in multiple formats, and we have to then clean it up, format it. Recurring reports and MIS, follow up using emails and chasing and document summaries. So these are some pain points which I've actually identified. Now I want to listen from you all in the chat box. Please type what are your actual pain points when it comes to repetitive tasks. What are some things you think are actually very repetitive in your day-to-day work? Follow up with clients for information, data formatting, accounting entries, reconciliation, financial statements, drafting, ITRs, okay, GST filing, to be versus books, reconciliation, passing entries, sorting data and saving it properly, printing final accounts, replies to notices, fees follow up. That's really, something which has to be sorted off. But yes, now that I have a very big list of your tasks, I'm not going to, say that, 100 of tasks we can cover in 2 hours. But I've targeted to complete two tasks. If you stay till the end of this webinar, you will automate at least two tasks of your manual work, which you have mentioned. So it is not my problem. It is our problem, which we are going to solve here today. So now, first is you have to write your task, like what you want to automate. You have to make a list in your Excel file that what are the tasks which are very repetitive and rule-based and recurring. So whatever you have to automate, there are 3 R's for it. First is repetitive, second is rule-based, and third is recurring. If your task falls into all three buckets, that everything is ticked, then it can be automated definitely, and you have to take it ahead. So a perfect example we have taken is to be versus purchase register. For 6 clients monthly you have to do. The volume is there, frequency is there, and all inputs are visible. And this can be scored in 30 seconds, literally. And we will build this live today. Now, next is we have to know that AI is a preparer. It is never a reviewer and never the signatory. AI can prepare things for you, but the task that never leaves your bucket is the review and the signing, because you are the authority who is actually going to approve everything. So you have to set this ground rule first while working with AI. Now, what to automate? So there is also one more test which is called as the drip test, which says, does it repeat? like, is it repetitive? Then second is, are the rules writable? Is it actually something which can be, defined as a rule or an SOP? Is the input digital, that is Excel, PDF, portal download, email? Is the input on the desk? Is the proof checkable? A wrong answer is got in 5 minutes. That you have to check if it can be checked that it is right or wrong. Can you validate the output? So these are the four things, and we call it as a drip test. Now the next is, does this task carry a judgment, opinion, or a signature? If yes, then it stays with you. If no, it can be handed over. So these are some ground rules which we are setting before we understand how to automate things. We are understanding what to automate. And if this tasks carries judgment, opinion, or signature, please don't try to automate it, because it is your complete responsibility. And slowly and steadily you can get things done, and review it, but not get it completely done using AI. So that's how we are going to go forward. Let me just check with my co-host. So now we have 4 bands and 4 different decisions. If all 4 things are ticked, then you have full judgment, no like full delegation, no judgment in the task. Build it once, put it on schedule, and review the output rather than process. So if all 4 things are ticked out of the drip test, then it can be automated totally. If 3 out of 4 are ticked, out of this 4 buckets, any 3 are ticked, then it can be assisted. AI produces the first draft every time. You look at every once, and still it saves half the clock. And if 2 of the 4 are meeting, then keep it doing by hand. Then the setup cost will not pay back. Automating a task you do twice a year is a hobby and not a system. And if it is JD, judgment is present, then you have to prepare it completely. Please, it is the hard truth coming from a person who is into AI for bread and butter also. It is very good that you prepare it manually if judgment is involved anywhere. Now, next is that we are going to take 5 tasks, and we are going to turn each task into a system which takes just 30 seconds or just 5 to 10 minutes to complete. And that's how we are going to take our first use case today. So let me come to the demo directly. Now, the first demo is our first pain point. Everyone has to make financials. If yes or no in the chat box would really help. Everybody makes financials. And the pain point over here is that every time the trial balance comes in different format. And sometimes trial balance checking, opening balances checking takes a lot of time to us, but that is an activity which cannot be, eradicated at all. We have to do it before we go forward with. So today we are going to create a skill inside Excel, inside ChatGPT, inside Claude, that is going to help us automate this whole process. That with a single click, the manual work can be done. So let me just open the data. So in this data, I have a dummy trial balance. Now you can see it is Kesar Foods Private Limited, and the trial balance for 25-26 and 24-25 is mentioned over here. Now, the next step that I'm going to do is I am going to go to the add-ins over here, and you can go to advanced. Sorry, not advanced. You have to go to manage add-ins or more add-ins. In more Excel add-ins, you have to search for ChatGPT or Claude. Claude you can only use as a plugin inside Excel if you have a paid version like Pro version or Max version. ChatGPT you can use for freely as well. You all will get recording of this, and it is live stream on YouTube as well. So please don't worry about this session recording. I know that this session can be really heavy. You will get all the material that I'm using as well, and you will get the recording as well. So please be assured and stick to the screen so that you can take most benefit out of it. You will all have the recordings. So on the left side, you have to search for Chat GPT. Now, the OpenAI ChatGPT, original ChatGPT has come into picture, and that ChatGPT we can have inside our Excel. Yes, so you have to just install the plugin. So over here you can see ChatGPT from OpenAI LLC. This is the one that is actually legit, and this is the one you have to use and not others, because you see multiple GPTs are there over here, but we have to use the original ChatGPT. Yes, please says good laptop configuration and software is required. Okay. If your add-on option is disabled in Excel 365, please contact your admin, because they will be able to enable it. In Excel 365, it is completely there. Like the add-in is there. Laptop configuration or software required. Laptop configuration, anything above i5 is good to have. Then once you click on it, you have an option to install it from here. Once you have installed, you will have an option to open it like this. I'm having over here. Over here in the right side, you will be able to see ChatGPT now. Now, once you have clicked on ChatGPT, it will ask you to sign in. You have to log in with your free account and you are good to go. Now over here, it will say that, this sheet is selected. So wherever I go, it will that, you can see over here that the cell is changing wherever I'm selecting. So this is the raw trial balances I've just taken into one particular workbook. If you don't want to take your prior period trial balance into one workbook, you can just upload it from here, like from upload files. Now, the best part of this session is that we are going to build a complete financial statement right from scratch and all the validations including. So, what we have to do is we have to build a skill over here. Now, I can go to the plus icon and click on skills over here. Once you go on the plus icon and skills, now this is one that I've created earlier. So, let me just go and delete it so that I can show how to create it again. I will uninstall this skill and delete this for now. Yeah. So I'll just click on plus icon and I will go to the skills. And now multiple skills are there over here, but I'll say explore skills. Once you go to explore skills, you have an option of create a new skill over here. Once I click on create new skills, it is asking me the name, description, and instructions. The name is basically how you are going to call it. Description is what it is going to do. And instructions is basically what it is going to do for you. Now for that, you don't have to do anything, but you have to create a custom skill instruction using ChatGPT, Claude, or anything that you can create generally. And this is what a document you will get. So the custom GPT skill prompt I have completely saved over here so that I can use it. Now for any task, maybe for 2B reconciliations, for data cleanup purpose, you can go to ChatGPT and you can ask it to give you a skill instructions, and it will give you a skill instruction which you can save in a Word document like this. Now that I have done this, I have the name as 3 options are there. FinPrep AI, Schedule 3 Statement Builder, TB2 Financials Bot. I'll say Schedule 3 Statement Builder. So the name is there. I will put the name. The description is mentioned over here. So the description says converts a raw TB into Schedule 3 compliant statement of P&L balance sheet for Indian companies. Validates TB format, flags deviation, classifies account, and all of these things. So I'll just copy this and paste it in description. Now I'll come to instructions, and let me show you that the instructions are built really nice and in a good formatting, and the coverage is very holistic. Now we have to set the role first. As we all know, I know you all must be using AI, and I will not go into the basics of prompting because that would be something that is really personal to all of you, how you use it, how to do it. but I will show you how you have to put the skill instruction. So first is the role. You are a Schedule 3 statement builder, a finance automation assistant that converts a raw TB into Schedule 3 compliance statement of P&L balance sheet for Indian companies. You will be used by financial professionals and CAs in a live training demo. So your output must be clean, structured, and verifiable. Now I have entered this for my purpose. You can have it for your audit purpose as well. So purpose you have to define. What do you do in fixed sequence? That, and I have mentioned do not skip steps. So it should not skip any steps. First is format validation report. That this is the format that usually it should get. It should get account code, text or number is optional. Account name has to be there. Account group has to be there. Debit and credit has to be there. Now next is TB balancing and quality check. That debit and credit both sides should be 0, that I have mentioned over here. Account classification table, that is audit trail. That grouping of the from TB to FS, the grouping has to be done. Balance sheet plus balancing verification, everything has to be done by it. Now first it will validate the format like it is shown over here. If the columns are matching, then it says matching, else it will say missing. TB balancing and quality check. If TB is balanced, it will show balanced, and if not, it will say unbalanced. So, and also I have ensured to incorporate the Schedule 3 format directly into the skill description so that it does not miss anything. Now you can see the Schedule 3 format is mentioned over here completely. So I'll copy this and I'll come to my Excel. Now in the instructions, I will paste this completely. And I will remove something that which is not required. So this part till description and till instructions, I will delete. Now these are the instructions. Everything is mentioned over here. What to do, what not to do. And now I'll click on create skill. Let me see the doubts while it creates. Not find this, it's not clear. Yes, you will get all of these prompts. Whoever are not finding this can just view the recording later on, and you will get everything over there. The instructions and the total user manual is also mentioned in my Google Drive, which link I will share at the last. So please don't worry about it. You will get all the instructions as well, how to install this and how to do everything. So now my Schedule 3 statement builder is ready to build my Schedule 3 financials for me. Now I'll click on try in chat. Now I'll say build the Schedule 3 financials for me with the notes to accounts and proper grouping from TB to financials. Build the Schedule 3 financials for me with the notes to accounts and proper grouping from TB to financials. And I'll say link everything to the TB or grouping. Every number in the financials should be traceable. A very simple prompt, a very normal prompt which I have entered. And now I'll click on the go button. Now, of course, we have created a new skill and it is going to take some time and it is going to ask us some questions as well. It asks what units should I use for the Schedule 3 financials? I'll say rupees. What company name should appear from TB? Because we have mentioned it over here. So it is just cross-checking with us. And it has divided everything into a to-do list. 0 of 5 tasks completed. So it has divided everything into 5 tasks and it will be now doing all those 5 tasks for us. So let us just wait while it generates the output. Says rate limit exceeded. Maybe I tried it and tested it a lot of times so that the limit has been exceeded. In case your limit is exceeded, you can also log out from your ChatGPT and you can switch to another account. Or if you have Claude, you can do the same thing with Claude as well. Now, while this is running, I would like to show you a course that I've built using, on my own website. So this is my website, aiwithmeenal.com. Over here, there are multiple options for you. So let me just take you through this while the Schedule 3 is being built. So you can explore multiple courses that I'm having over here. I keep hosting webinars and seminars also over here. And there is one thing that you all must do today itself is that take the AI fluency test. Now, what this AI fluency test is going to do is it is going to test you on these skills, that is prompt engineering, multimodal creation, critical thinking and validation, design thinking and automation, AI judgment, safety, and iteration. So you can take this test and you can score yourself that where you stand and what skills you need to enhance on. So this is very important to understand that where we need to enhance ourselves. So do take this test today. It is completely free and it requires no sign up as well. And next session that I'm going to host for finance professionals specifically is on Claude AI for Finance, in which over 2 weekends, I'm completely going to teach everyone about, how Claude AI for Finance works. So 2 weekends, 4 sessions of 10 hours, that is 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. on every Saturday and Sunday. So who all are interested in this course, please you can ping me if you have any doubts or queries in this, or you can reserve your seat because I'm taking only 50 seats and 10 are only remaining right now. So if you think this course is going to help you and you are going to upskill out of this, then please definitely enroll for this course. And yes, I'm providing recording as well. So yes, hit me up after this if you need to get these courses. Apart from this, you have a blog section where you have multiple blogs on the AI updates, AI basics, the tools, AI, like multiple things are there. If you want to learn AI and you want to keep updated on AI, then this is the best thing for you. Is this Claude different from Yes, it is completely different because it is completely for finance professionals and it is curated in a certain way of which agenda you can check on. So let me share the website link with you all. Yes. So GPT is running a task for us. And you can see over here while we were gone and while you were checking out my website, it has created multiple sheets over here for us. Grouping, financials, notes. I actually by mistake, I added a sheet. Notes, financials, grouping, and validation, everything it has created for us. So, and now it is doing the checking, like it is doing the quality check. Now you can see over here the validation. Step 1 is format validation report. The expected columns are account code, account name, group, debit, credit, everything is there over here. So the match status says matched. Now the deviations which are found are over here that headers use rupees instead of the rupee symbol, interpreted as units per row. Action required from user is none. The user is good to process. If anything is missing over here, it will say that action required from user is recheck the trial balance. Now over here, trial balance and quality check. The status is balanced. It has checked the debit and credit, both things over here, total debits and total credits. The status is balanced. Zero balance accounts. Now low confidence mapping is none. Medium confidence supplier advances classified as short-term loans and advances. It also says that supplier advances I have classified as short-term loans and advances. So it will tell it to you. Changes may have been done. Okay, so let us just see what it has done now for us. So over here, there is a grouping which we generally, take a lot of time to do if there is a new client and if there are new things in our trial balance and everything. So we have the account code, which it has assigned by itself because there were no account codes. The account name, the account group, debit, credit, and net, and in which statement it is going to go. If it is going to go in the balance sheet or if it is going to go in the P&L. We have schedule 3 head, we have subhead or note group. We have note, that which note it is. By mistake, it has taken, the rupee symbol. It should have just taken 1 or 2 number, and which you can prompt and then, ask it to change. Confidence, high, medium. So high confidence means GPT has confidence that it is correct. For medium confidence, it says that, check, for us to check basically. Then you have the mapping rationale as well, that, why it is mapped in a certain way. P&L amount and balance sheet amount. So everything is linked over here. It is linked from TB. And now let's go to financials. So in our financials, we have Kesar Foods Private Limited, Schedule 3 financials, statement of P&L and P&L for the year ended 31st March 26. So both years comparative is mentioned over here, and we can see everything is linked completely. Now, I had not specified any formatting or any such thing over there, but it has said that it matches and it is ready for me to review. And once I review it, everything will be ready. So you can see, just while 5 minutes we were away, it created everything for us. The notes are also there and note details are also there over here. If you have your specific format in which you create the financials, balance sheet, grouping and everything, you can just mention it in the instructions and it will create in this particular way only. So yes, it has taken over now. So this was basically ChatGPT working for you. Now similarly, there is Claude also, and in add-ins only you will find Claude. So once you go to more add-ins, you will find Claude add-in as well. I'll just show you where it is as well. So I'll click on more add-ins. So there are 2 add-ins for Claude. One is Claude for Excel and there is Claude for Microsoft 365. Everything made to automate your spreadsheets and all of these things. If you have a data cleanup process, if you have a reconciliation process, you can just create a skill for it and run it once and everything will be done. So yes, 2 plugins are there for Claude. One is Claude by Anthropic for Excel. So it works only inside Excel. And this one is the plugin which will work inside your Word, PowerPoint and PPT as well. So it's literally like you open PowerPoint, you ask it a question or you prompt it something and it will create the whole PPT for you based on the knowledge base that you provide. So yeah, the PPT plugin is also really good. Please check it out. So I'll just quickly click on Claude. For using Claude, you need a paid version, but it is totally worth it. Now I have signed in into Claude. So now that we have everything, we'll ask Claude that make a quality check of the financials review as a chartered accountant, and analyze financials for me. Tell me the position and profitability of this company. Give your inputs in a separate sheet. Now I'm asking it to analyze and review my financials and give me profitability, like analyze the profitability and everything, and give your inputs in a separate sheet. So Claude will create a separate sheet for me. I think something is wrong with this as well. Let me just switch to Claude for 365. Okay, generally this does not happen, but yeah, send feedback. Over here also, you have the options to create multiple skills. So you can create, this skill is already created in Claude. So 3 statement model skill is already there. You can audit a specific spreadsheet. You can do the bank reconciliation. You can clean the data. So everything is inbuilt in Claude. You don't need to do anything from here. Now you can go to manage skill and it will go to your Claude and it will show you the skills part of that. So multiple skills, whichever skills you are having over here, that skill, it can be used over here. If you are building a DCF model, if you are creating Schedule 3 financials, startup financial valuation. So these are something that I had created, but yeah, you can create such skills as well in Claude. And the best part in Claude is that you have multiple connectors. If you are using Canva, Gmail, or anything, if I want to send something that is in my Excel to someone on my Gmail, then you can also do it from here. I can prompt it that, I need to send a Gmail, an email to this person, and Claude will draft that email for me. It will not send the email directly, but it will keep the email drafted and it will send all the emails. Yes, and multiple plugins are also there so that you can use it. Now, I think Vyapar is also launching the plugin, so it will really help all us financial professionals to do all these things in future. Prompt, the building ChatGPT. The prompt which I have used is built using ChatGPT only. I have cross-checked with Claude, but yeah, the major one was built using ChatGPT. Any question answers on this point, or shall we move to another use case? Can we get the prompt? Okay, let me share the sheet with you, the Google Drive link with you. So this is the Google Drive link in which you will get all the documents. Now let me just take you through what the documents are and how it will look. So for you, this is going to be the folder where you can see all the 3 use cases. My presentation is in HTML, so the HTML presentation is also there and the kit is also there for you to use. So if you open this, if you double click on this one, if you open this folder, you have the custom skill instruction document, which will open in this way for you. So you can just copy paste it and use it, tweak it and use it to your reference. Is the ChatGPT Enterprise has different feature? Enterprise or Claude has different features. Do it. Just a minute. Enterprise plan in GPT as well. Yes, definitely you can do it in enterprise plan. So enterprise plan a little bit above the basic plan. So that will also help. I'm using the free version, and with that also I've used. And even Claude enterprise version you can use inside Excel. Because only catch over here is that it has to be a paid plan and not free plan for Claude. ChatGPT free can be used. Claude free plan cannot be used. Enterprise version, both enterprise version can work. So yes, let us go to another use case where we are going to take the pain point that all of you have mentioned about this one. So now I am having a data of one of my client, and I've just replaced everything, so no worries about that. Over here, I have their GSTR2B, which is downloaded from the portal. Now you can see the 2B completely downloaded from the portal. Then you have purchase day book. So this is for month of April, and I have purchase day book for the month of April as well. Now, once I have downloaded and saved everything to my folder, I want to check for all of my clients that, my purchase day book versus 2B. And these are the IMS B2B invoices as well. So I literally want to that my client has sent to me the IMS B2B invoices. So I want to check everything and I want to reconcile and figure out what I can do over here. So what I'm going to do is I have prompts written for this one as well. And we are going to use Claude for this one. Check what is there. Anything which is not GPT and Claude have. Multiple things Claude has. So it is not just one thing that I can say, but there are connectors and plugins inside Claude which are not there in GPT. So Claude is much more worth it when you take all these tasks to do. So let's come to Claude now. So over here in Claude, you will see there are two versions over here, chat and cowork. Now I'm using Claude application over here because I want it to directly work with my folder and my files. So this is the paid version of Claude and I'm going to switch to cowork now. Now, as I have switched to cowork, I have an option to select the project or folder. So I can add any folder to it and I can start working with it. So I'll just create a folder and I will take this folder link and give it over here. And I will assign it to my data folder and the real client folder. In input folder, I have dummy data, but I really want to show it with actual data which we have seen right now. So this is the real client data and I'll click on select folder, or what I'll do is just data and select folder. Now here you have two options, always allow, allow and cancel. So I'll always allow because I have been, used to using all of this now. Now in the prompt, I will just say that if I know the folder name, I need not even open, whatever I have in my prompt book over here. Just with simple prompts, I will explain it. Now there is purchase day book as well. There is GSTR2B and B2B invoice. So I'll say that go to my real client data folder and there is purchase register and GSTR2B saved in it. Reconcile both for me. Both for me. And give me a reconciliation file which will help me avail ITC. I'll say act as a CA and tax professional. Now, why we are doing this once? Because we want to assess the quality with which, it is going to work. So you can use Fable 5 or Opus. I'm using Opus over here. So it is really going to work on my real client data as of now. Now, why I am saying that I can use my real client data? Because in my data, first of all, I'm using the paid version. And the second thing is, in my privacy, I have turned off the data controls. So while you all must be worried that, okay, this is our client data, it should not be exposed to AI. I am taking precautions and measures over here. So my data sharing is off, location is off, and I'm using the paid version. So all three checks I'm having over here. So, and Cowork is actually built to work for your data. Otherwise, all these AI tools must have not launched these things as well. And the best part is, in the beta version, in the right, you can see, even if I am not there, if I am not working on my laptop, I'm not having my laptop, I can literally open my phone and ask AI from my phone. I can open Claude and I can put a prompt and it will reconcile in my laptop. It is literally reached to that level now where I can come to my mobile, I can open Claude, I can prompt it, and it will go to Cowork, it will go to my folders, and even send me an email from there if I want it. So let me just read this for you. The in the cloud version says it keeps going on even when you close this app. And on computer means it runs while your computer is on. So right now we are running it in the cloud so that the history saves in the cloud and cloud application. I can open my application from anywhere, even if I'm traveling, and this will keep running. So it need not actually, you need not be there on your laptop. And this is what actual automation means like, and actual automation feels like, where you have the freedom to work from anywhere and everywhere without worrying that you have to carry your laptop. How much would the paid version of Claude to be cover our task? So, Mr. Sandeep, it depends on your task. First, I suggest that you take pro version, and when you are used to use Claude, then you switch to the max versions. Save to real-time data. Yes, definitely. If you take the right precautions, Amrutji, it is very safe to work with your client's data as well. So, how to add a Claude app in Excel file. You can view the recording later on. I've completed it completely in this one. Yeah. So let me come back over here and now I'll put this prompt and I'll click on allow. So now it will access my folder and build me the complete reconciliation file. And not only this, if I know that I want to check that, which client's data has come and which client's data has been already saved, because what happens, our, articles or our staff, which is working in our office, they maybe save the things for later and they don't do it. So you can just click schedule a flow from here, where maybe every morning 9 a.m., it will check that if there are any new files in the folder, and if there are new files, it will go and it will completely do that reconciliation for you. So the schedule option is also there in Claude, and that is why I have launched a full course on Claude, because I know what capability it has. So if you also want to learn, please enroll in the Claude for Finance course, and it will be definitely very helpful for you if you are looking forward to automate your tasks and use the Claude ecosystem completely. Because the problem is multiple people take the subscription but don't know how to use it. So that's where I thought of launching this course. And yes, now it says I found GSTR 2B and purchased daybook for April and May and your existing IMS invoice file. Which period should the reconciliation cover? I'll say April only. April with May PRS spillover check, full April, April to April view. I'll say April only. How should I treat the ITC eligibility tagging in the recon? Use tally input type tagging recommended and match only, flag eligibility separately. I'll say I need to match only right now and it will flag the eligibility separately. What should the reconciliation file contain? Full working or lean version? I'll say full working. So wherever it gets stuck, it asks you questions. For financials, we have to upload the TB in the chat GPT or add the prompt, right? No, Pooja, you have to create skill inside Excel. So while this is working, let me just go back and show you a recap of what we just did. So over here, I have the Kesar TB financial 26. I have just the Excel file. I am not opening ChatGPT at all externally. Okay. So this is my Excel file, which I'm having over here. So this is my Excel file. And this is Claude and ChatGPT plugins which I've installed from the add-ins. So you have the options of add-ins, and from here you can install ChatGPT or any other plugins that you want, and you can prompt it over here. Anything you need, you can prompt it over here, and the files will be created. It's like that. You can join Claude Code. Is it necessary? How much course fees? You can check it on the website directly. You need not have any knowledge of Claude, because I'm going to teach it from scratch. So no knowledge is required. And let me just show you. The detailed agenda is also mentioned over here. So when you click on see the agenda, you can see the complete agenda over here. What is going to cover in the week 1, week 2. So right from scratch to building your own AI employee, we are going to cover everything. And catch over here is, for all Vyapar community, the customers which are there is a coupon code which I have launched on this code, which is called as Claude 999. If you use this code on sign up, then you will get 1,000 rupees discount. So for tax Vyapar community, and especially for all of you, I have launched this coupon code as well, so that you get a benefit of attending this course, and you get a benefit of being a tax Vyapar community member as well. So yes, please enroll if you are interested. You are getting 1,000 rupees discount on the course. Now, if you want to add something to the message which you have missed earlier, now multiple times what happens, while Claude or ChatGPT is doing its work, we are completely stuck, what to do if I miss something, because halfway it has done its work. So now you can add to message as well. Now that I don't see anything that I have missed, I'm not using this, but this is add to message feature which you have, which you can completely use and do things for your purpose. Let us just wait for a few more minutes. All the prompts and data is there for you in the Google Drive link. So please take the maximum benefit of it and use it to your extent. Now it will also show on which step it is. So it has extracted and normalized the April purchase register. It has extracted 2B April for all tables. Now it is matching 2B to books. Then it will so now it is computing the ITC availment. So everything you have. If you have to add anything, you can just click on this button, ask a request, or you can recommend some change or anything if you want in midway. So all the steps what Claude is doing, you can see over here. Now it is computing ITC availment on the right side. It can build multi-sheet Excel reconciliation file. It can verify totals and cross-check in the last. So let us wait while it is computing the ITC availment. Maybe you can talk to some person, you can have your tea, you can do any other work while Claude is working. So yes, this is what freeing up from manual work looks like, honestly. Now it is building the Excel file. And the task over here is not about creation, it's about validation. So imagine all of your workings being created and you walking to your office in 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., whatever time you walk into your office, and seeing all the files ready for your review, which you can just review and send it. So that's how we can all work using AI and free ourselves up. And this is the first file that we're generating. If we like the output, we will work that specific output on all the three data sets over here. So we are not only having one data set over here, we are having multiple data sets. So this is just one demo that we are doing. So from GST and to be reconciliation, we have input data as KES, NVT, and SPR. So for all these clients also, we are having the data. So once it does, in one go, for others also it will be created. Advanced tax prompts. Shalini, actually, I'll just wait for 2 more minutes to complete this, because once we switch, it will be very difficult to come back and take this topic up. Let me show you the prompts till then of what I have built over here. Now, I have also one more thing, which is the client tracker. What is the benefit of having a client tracker? Say you are having 10 to 15 clients, you have their GSTINs, state, portal username and password. Password you can store in a password manager or anywhere else. Return period, frequency. Now, if I want to download 2Bs using Claude, that also cannot be done. That also can be done. So let me just go to another session of Claude Cowork. This is working. I'll go to a new session of Claude Cowork and I'll say, I have a client tracker. Help me download the GSTR 2B from the portal for all clients. I'm into Cowork and over here connector skills plugins are there. I'll just type this one and let's see how it goes. Client tracker, two things. Password manager, no credentials are there in the file. Are we hitting the live GST portal or running the demo flow? Let's say live portal via Chrome. Which client should I run? I'll say only the KES, NVT, and SPR. Where should I download 2B files? New dated download folder. Now, this is not actual client data. I just want to show you how it can be done. I just want to show you that it can go to the portal. Only you have to do is you have to enter the captcha for it because it won't be able to do that. But yes, it can be done. Now it is using Claude in Chrome. Let us see how it works. I'm blocked on the browser and there are two things you'll need to handle personally on the portal side. No Chrome connected. So let me connect it with Chrome. ready on my side. Connected browser. Connect to Chrome. Let me just open Chrome for it if it helps. Now Chrome is open. Now it has understood that it is not able to, fix the extension. Use the computer control instead. Keep fixing the instruction and multiple options are there. I'll say use computer control instead. Now using the computer control, it can access the Chrome that I have opened. So it can go to Chrome and do things now. You can get the recorded course also, Mr. Arun. Are add-ins available in MS Excel and is Claude AI free? No, Claude AI is not free. While you sort the extension out, can I make the rest of the tool loop? It's back to the extension. The tracker is in OneDrive, but the session is in signed in. If Chrome Claude AI session work account, I'll say help me use this extension. How do I fix it? मैं अभी बता रही हूँ कि हम लोग डाउनलोड कैसे कर सकते हैं बल्क में सारी चीजें क्लॉड से. GSTR2B, how to download GSTR2B using Claude. Okay, if this is not happening, then there is another way to do it. Now I have opened, Chrome, and in Chrome there is Claude extension. So you can see over here in extensions, if you go, I'll just show you how to install Claude extension as well. In the right side, there are 3 dots in Chrome, and you can see over here there are extension buttons. Manage extensions में अगर आप जाते हो, if you go to manage extensions, and in manage extensions, you go to search extensions and you click on Claude. You can see the Claude extension over here. So you have a Claude extension also in Chrome now, like we saw in this other thing earlier. I have the Claude in Chrome extension. Now you can click on details and you can see, you can enable it. Now on the right side of your browser, there is an icon like this of extensions. You can click on that and you can go to Claude directly. Now Claude has opened for your extensions. Now I'll open the website, or I'll just open another tab and I'll click on Claude. Accept. Now over here, I will prompt that help me download the GSTR to be for my clients. Log into the portal and help me download it for all. Try doing it for one client first. And now I'll share my credentials as well over here. I'll say I'll share my credentials for now. User ID is Meenal at the Meenal underscore 610. So I am going to download my GSTR2B for this demo today. And I have not even opened the GSTR portal for now. It will navigate itself. It will open the GSTR portal. It will enter the username also. I will have to enter my password and the CAPTCHA. Now I'll wait for it to ask me to enter the password and CAPTCHA. While you log in, which return period should I pull in? I'll say July, Excel. So I'll log in. Two things should I flag? One, GST login. So I have logged in. I'll say logged in now. I'll have to log in again, it seems. This cursor, this orange cursor you see on services is Claude. And you have the option in the bottom near the search bar in the taskbar that says stop Claude if you want it to stop. You won't believe, but this time, me and my team, we did our income tax returns also the same way. We logged into Claude in Chrome, and we just filled our returns in bulk all at once. Then we just validated the returns and then moved ahead. And it saved us a lot of time in this season. So it can work on GST portal, on income tax portal, on whatever you see, whatever you want it to. So Claude in Chrome extension is a big blessing to all of the tax professionals over here. Now it is going to the IMS as well. I'll just wait for it to complete its actions. Connect with software installed on laptop. Yes, Vishwas, for that you need to connect with Claude Code first. Cowork and normal chat and any extension won't work. You have to use Claude Code for connecting with the software installed on your laptop. So webinar recording will be available, yes. Now it is downloading. It is asking me a question that July GSTR2B isn't available for this GST. It is on QRMP. So 2B for Q2 only generates on 14th October is the latest. I'll say download June Excel. Now, the same way that we created the trial balance to schedule 3 generate a skill, we can create a skill for downloading GSTR2B and reconciling as well. So over here also you have multiple options to use the skills connectors plugins. The same skill you can use so that you teach it once and it will do all the steps again. So skills saves a lot of time over here as well. Now you see it has opened a new tab in Chrome. Themes are Excel file is generated. It says first client done with one correction to what we planned. Excel generated download. Please check your downloads folder. I click generate twice while confirming. So you may have 2 copies of the same. So it says taxable value, IGST available, and all of the things. So let us check my downloads folder. What is there? This is my downloads folder, what it looks like, and this is my GSTR. Reversal, rejected, B2B, B2C, everything is mentioned over here. So yeah, all files I have received now. So I'll say Claude in Chrome has downloaded in downloads. So now the downloads thing is there for us. This is how you can download for all your clients. You can just upload your tracker to Chrome extension and it will do it for you. Now let me go to the purchase register one and let's see how it has worked out for us. It has created a GST ITC reconciliation for April sheet. Let us go to our folder, real client, and let me ask it where it has given the output. Data, real client. Excel into real client folder as GST reconciliation. So the file name in real client folder is like this, but I can't find it. I'll say I can't find the file in the folder. The file I can see over here, but it is not there in the folder. So I'll just prompt it and it should give me the file. Okay, I have 2 folders actually. So let me see where it has saved. It has saved in this folder, the another one which I had uploaded for all of you. So GST ITC reconciliation April 26 file is mentioned over here. Let me just open it and see how it has created the reconciliation. Now a full colorful reconciliation is built for us for us to review. First is the document count reconciliation. In 2B documents are 219, invoices in April is 208. So let us verify with the data as well. So I'll open the April purchase day book. So it has 228 count of entries. Documents in April purchase register with GST in it says is 208. So let me check out the blanks. Okay, 208 with GSTN is there. Then I have documents in GSTR 2B is 219. So in 2B, it will be 219. Document level, every B2B invoice, amendment and credit note in the live 2B tables. The GSTR 3B's auto-populated figure is lower. See the control block on the ITC availment sheet. So we have matched in GSTR 3B but not in books is 46 documents, and in books but not in 2B is 35 documents. And all of these documents are mentioned somewhere in the sheets in the reconciliation, which I can send to the client that, okay, these are the discrepancies, can you please solve it? Quality of the matched population is over here. Matched, two of them are matched. Third is taxable value and there is a tax difference. Action points for availing ITC is over here. Action is claim the full GSTR to be created in the table 4A5 of April. Book the GSTR to be invoices that are missing from purchase register. Do not claim ITC on invoices booked in April that are absent from 2B. And of that, credit genuinely at risk, that is input eligible, is common input. On the E option, there is correct the documents where the tax in books differs from 2B. And the F action point is pay reverse charge and tax in cash under table 3.1D, then claim it in table 4A3. So where to look is also it has given to us. ITC availment. ITC as per GSTR 2B for April as auto-populated into 3B. Then we have the control tying the document level working to the 3B summary. So it is all the summary of everything. Now matched. These are the matched documents. Tax differences there in these two documents, but exact matches. So we have multiple remarks, like we do manually, or we ask our, we literally ask our people, our associates or our articles to do this manually, which Claude has done for us. Matched exact, matched invoice number and date variance, tax difference, taxable value difference, and tax matches. So exact match is over here. The ITC impact is really negligible to 0.73 rupees. Accident remark is ITC can be available. All the full reconciliation done. Books versus 2B. So the books column is there, 2B column is there, and differences are also there. Now next is matched, but invoice date, invoice number or date variance. The amount and everything is matched, but the invoice number or date variance is there. So once one need to check this one before doing any actionable on this. Then there is tax difference from ITC impact, that ITC short booked in tally and book the balance and avail. ITC overbooked in tally. So you have to reverse it and in 2B it is lower. Then there is taxable value differs and tax matches. So the tax matches, but the taxable values differ. So we need to send these entries also for the accountant to check. Then these are the actual differences in 2B, but not in books. It is mentioned in 2B, but maybe we have forgotten to record it, or there is a cutoff period. In books, not in 2B. These are not available in the 2B. Supplier follow-up. So we have to follow the supplier and ask supplier to report these invoices in R1 and IFF and confirm the return period. So this thing is also mentioned with him. Then we have RCM, the reverse charge mechanism, that Tumpur Cooperative Milk Producer Societies, tax must be paid in cash under table 31D. The corresponding ITC is then claimed in table 4A3. Reverse charge on unregistered suppliers never appears in 2B and is listed at the foot of this sheet. So this is the reverse charge. Now these are the notes and methods, basis of preparation, matching and logic and CA notes. So whatever notes one requires, whatever things, whatever check checkpoints we need to have. It is mentioned over here. GSTR 2B we have, purchase registers we have, prior period trace, matching logic, GSTN plus invoice number, GSTN plus identical, total tax, GSTN plus tolerance of 1 rupees has been taken. GSTN plus partial or contained invoice number has also been taken. It's like if there are spaces in our VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP, it does not catch it. But over here, as we are using AI, everything is being cached and consolidated. Then there are CA notes and caveats, 16(2)(a). So we know all the rules and all the sections which are applied from GST in this one. This complete reconciliation is done. Now I don't have any problem. Now that I'm happy with the result, I don't have any problem in asking it to run on the data in, I'll say, demo assets, and there is another folder which I have for input in which 3 clients are there. So now let me ask it to go to do the same for these 3 clients. I'll say good work. Now go to input folder and do the same for all 3 clients data which is saved there. And save the reconciliation files. Why one time this thing is required? For once at least you have to keep and do these things because you need to validate the output before doing it in bulk. If I ask you to do it for 100 clients, maybe it is not reversible. But for one client, I can do it completely. I can make it perfect and then maybe do it for 99 more clients. This approach saves a lot of work and saves a lot of tokens as well. Now, if you want to create a skill out of it, I'll also show how you can do one task and create a skill for it and then save it for your next iterative work. I'll let this one finish and we'll create a skill of this reconciliation as well. In the meantime, if you have any queries or any doubts, you can just post it in the chat box. Can we make tool help with AI for GST Reco? Yes, definitely. While this is being completed, let me just clear everything. Let us go to GSTR 2B downloads and let's see what it is doing. Claudin has downloaded in downloads. Which Chrome browser should I use? Now it has connected to another browser. It says browser one. Track the tracker's GSTN are flagged as fictional, which I do use for live logins. I'll supply the real ones. It identified that they are fictional. Now it is connected and now it's, good to use. Case of using co-working Claude, does data go to anywhere on the Claude or remain on our system only? Mr. Satyendra, you have to enable the setting in Claude that you have to go to settings, and in privacy, you have to turn off the data controls. You have to turn off these two options over here, which is called as location metadata and help improve our AI models. If you turn this on, then Claude can use your data to train its model. But if you turn this off, Claude is not able to use your data to train its AI models. So please turn this off and then use it on your client data or your data, and it will be secure. Now it says allow Claude to use the browser. Now it understood what it has to do, and now it is going to Claude in Chrome and then downloading everything. And of course, like I heard someone saying it's taking a lot of time. It will definitely take time for the first time. So I think for first time when it took 10 minutes for one file, now it is taking 5 minutes for 3 files. So while and as and when you use it, it gets quicker with every single usage. So now it has completed all the 9 steps just in just 2 or 3 minutes, I guess. And that's how it gets faster. Can I make entry 700 numbers sale invoice in one day from PDF format in 1 hour? You can do it in less than 1 hour also, Kaushik ji. If you know how to use Claude or any AI tool better in that case, you can literally make entries from sales invoices from PDF format. That is not an issue. Even if you want to fill the templates, if you want to fill the templates for uploading into any ERP, that can be filled completely. And not even in 1 hour, it is very like less time which you will use for this. We are using co-work and we have created a case, that's why it is taking time. Otherwise, if there is some case which you have been using completely for a long period of time, it has the memory and it does things very quickly. That is the part. After this one, we'll just verify the output and we'll go to our next use case, which is the advanced tax working use case. Can we perform this similar task with ChatGPT paid version? Uh, ChatGPT paid version also has a option. I'll just show you. But it is my personal experience that ChatGPT does not give that level of accuracy as of now. Maybe it is developing and after some time it will do. But as of now, I don't think it gives that good of data. So let me go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT has an option called as ChatGPT Work. Like Claude has co-work, ChatGPT has work, which also helps you. And now, not only ChatGPT and Claude, Gemini has also launched its own Spark, its co-work version. So all these AI tools are now switching so that they can just go into your files and do things for you and make your lives easy. So this is Claude paid version, the best which is there in the market. Then you have ChatGPT work feature. Then you have Gemini Spark feature. So all the 3 versions you are having. Let me just check why ChatGPT is not opening. Or I'll go over here and then show you how the work feature works. So over here you have ChatGPT. Just go to any chat. I'll just say hi. Okay, sorry. That is not available in the web version. ChatGPT's application you will have to download, and then you can see ChatGPT work. So in ChatGPT work also same things are there, but it is not giving that good results as of now, which I have recently checked. So you have plugins over here. You can create a project and you can do the same things with ChatGPT as well. You can have your own projects. You can run it on computer or in the cloud, like where your Google Drive is linked. If you have to work with that, then in your Google Drive also you can work. It cannot work while you're offline. So all these two things are very different. Read and edit local files with permission. On this particular thing, I have written a blog which I'll share with all of you. A comparison between ChatGPT and Claude work, like ChatGPT work and Claude co-work. There is a blog which I recently wrote, which is Claude and ChatGPT have the same features. They are built for different jobs. So I think for people who are trying to figure out which app to use, this blog will definitely help you figure it out. Both are designed for different things, so you need to decide what you want to do. So now, before we started with the Claude Cowork and all of these things, these files were ready for us. Now you see, for one file it has taken a lot of time, but for 3 clients it did it very quickly, because for the first time, for creating the memory, for building things, it takes time, but I don't think after that it even takes time. Let me go to another folder. Now we have the reconciliation for this client. NVT is the client's name. And all the files similarly in the same way are created for this one as well. ITC availment matched. So you have status as well. Matched exact, matched invoice number or date variance is there, tax difference is there, and total. So in similar fashion, all the reconciliations are built before we switch to another use case. In to be but not in books and not in to be, carry forward, supplier follow-up for these 3 invoices we need to take, and notes and methods. So everything from 1 client to 3 clients, we have built it. Now, what if you want to do it recurring and you want to create a skill out of this? So I'll say, Claude, now create a skill for this task. There are 2 options now. You can also create skill for the task, and you can also create a schedule for this task, that every morning or maybe on from 10th to 15th, check this folder and whatever new files are there in the folder, reconcile for all of them. So it is now running the skill creator, so that every time I want to run this thing manually, I can do this. The 2 jobs, we had quite different source layouts. Tumkur file was a 206 column tally daybook with a rate-wise ledger blocks, while KVS were clean 14-column register. How should the skills net be? Auto-detect both. Which capability should the skills carry? Everything will build. How thoroughly do you want to validate the skill before? Test on your real data. So now the skill will be created. Now how to use the skill if once it is created? You just have to type / in your chat, and you can use any of the skill that is there. So we saw the schedule 3 financial skill is there. If I click on this and I type a prompt, it will do the same thing. So this is how you call the skills and use the skills as well. Taxable amount match नहीं हो रहा है taxable में. Let me just see your output. I'm sorry, can you please tell me what this doubt is about? Mr. Neeraj.
मैम आप टेक्स वन के साइड से वेबिनार कर रहे हैं?
You have to take it other way. Like this is a seminar for using AI.
ओके
Yes. Now it is creating a skill file. Similarly, if I want to create a schedule, I will also show how you can schedule these things after we create the skill. And all the outputs that it has created, it will be saved over here. And the folder, if you want to. If you want to add some more folder to it, you can click on this add folder and you can add any other folder that you want to save over. You want to link it to this particular chat that we are having. Are similar privacy settings there in ChatGPT like you showed? Yes, in ChatGPT also these privacy settings are there. You can open ChatGPT and inside ChatGPT you have settings. In settings you have over here, there will be privacy settings or data, something like that we'll have. I'll go to account. So once you go into account, then you have this option to do it. I'll go to data controls, and in data controls, improve the model for everyone, and location you have to keep off. So this is how you can turn the settings off in ChatGPT as well. You have to log into the browser ChatGPT. In settings, you have data controls. In data controls, you can turn this model off. We'll just wait for another minute, else we'll move to the next use case. Yeah. If you want to see what it is doing, you can just see, you can just open the arrow and you can see what all it has done. The file registry and everything. It is all using Python inside Claude. So you can definitely say that Python is being used for analyzing our files. Now it is all refining and doing work for us. So let me go to schedule and show you how the schedule can be created as well. So over here in schedule, you have multiple things. If you have your email connected with Claude, you can just ask, set up a schedule that, okay, give me a list of all my unread emails and what are the urgent emails that I need to ask. So there is a new task, and if you want to create with Claude or set up manually, you can do that. So in setting up manually, if you want to work in a project manually, you can name it. You can say automatically approve, skip approvals, run on your computer. It means only runs while your computer is on. Use this if the task needs access to local files or desktop extensions. Next is work in a project or folder. If I want to work in a project or the folder which I have created, I can select this one. The models you can select from whichever are available. Now, if you want to create a scheduled task, this is the window where you can create it from. And if you have already done some working and then you want to schedule it, then it's a total different thing. I will prompt from here, then create a schedule for me that every day 9 a.m. this circular should do all the things and it should work. Then a different thing will happen. Then it will completely set up a schedule from here itself. Because for creating scales also, we have to go to customize. Then we have to go to this skills, which is then in the left side. And then we have to click on browse or add skills. But now we are just prompted and creating a skill for a task that we had asked Claude to do. So same way you can set up a schedule also. You can just ask it that every day 9 a.m. I want this to run on the same folder and it will do things for you. So while it takes time, we'll come back, but as we have less time, we will go to another use case, and I'll just brief you about what I intended to do over there. So over here we have advanced tax, which is also another important thing that we do in our offices daily, like not daily, but on a very periodic basis. So first of all, you have to have your client master for which you want to analyze that, if advanced tax is being payable or not. If it is payable, then of course we communicate to our clients. So these is my client master. These are some dummy client master which I have, for which I'll say prior year total income, prior year tax paid, contact person, email, and notes. Multiple things are there over here. So this is my client master, which I need to mention over here. Then next thing that I have over here is the rate card. Now, what is a rate card? A rate card is something that will help you in the long term to automate your advanced tax workings. Now you have to mention whom it applies to: companies, LLP and partnership, individual in old regime and new regime, health and education cess, surcharge, and all of the other things. Now, if you have the slabs mentioned, like you know it uprightly, you can just write it over here that what are the tax rates, income tax rates. And if you want, in the new regime, I want to fill from the current Finance Act, I will just keep it, blank for now. So all these things are blanks as of now. Then there are installments. That what are the installment dates? 15 June, 15 September, 15 December, and 15 March. The cumulative payable and how it should be done. Then I have the interest as well. Like how much interest is going to be payable. These are our master files we'll have to create for creating the automation first. So I have my client master ready. I have to fill the rate card. And once I have filled the rate card using any AI tool, maybe you are using Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, any tool if you are using, just fill the rate card. And then you have all these three things, which is advanced tax TDS credits. From here, we have the 26 AS summary, and even for 26 AS, you can use the same thing we did for extracting GSTR. You can just put your client credentials, just put the CAPTCHA and log into income tax portal and download it in bulk at once. The client code, deductor name, deductor TAN, section number, amount credited, TDS, and per period and status. Everything is mentioned over here. So the 26 AS summary is also there. And then TDS is mentioned because we need to consider TDS before, depositing the advanced tax amount. Then we have the advanced tax YTD financials for a client. So we have the YTD line item, amount, and months covered as well. So for this particular clients, like KES and all of these things, tally export April to August, we have year-to-date amounts and months covered. Then there are known adjustments, like what are the adjustments one need to make. On KES, depreciation as per Income Tax Act, full year estimate. Then we have Section 43B, items unpaid as at date, deduct and add back. So all things are mentioned over here. You can just add your raw files as well. So if you have raw files, raw tally dumps, that would also work. And then you have advanced tax paid worksheet, which will fill everything for you. This is the advanced tax worksheet, which will be filled. Now, using co-work, I will do the same thing and I will set it on schedule. So I will just add one more chat, and what I'll do is in co-work, I will add one more project. I'll say add a folder. Add this whole folder. Now data folder is selected. Now once this folder is selected, I'll ask it to first fill the rate card, take the client master, take TDS credits, YTD financials, and build me the payable sheet of whatever the tax computation for advanced tax is for everyone after downloading every single thing. So this is how it will give you everything, and it will help you assisting in filling the advanced tax as well. I will be able to perform this task using Claude Pro. Yeah, you need to have the Claude Pro or Max for it. So yes, this skill is still being created, but yeah, that's all that was for our session today. Please everyone just go through all the documents that I have, we have drafted for you. Click on share, copy link, and yes, the drive link is there for you. So you have the whole deck also over here. Whatever use cases we have covered and whatever things we have covered today is available for you to view live. If you want to build a workflow or agent, the delegation ladder, till what level you have to delegate things, what you have to remember, what you have to repeat, what you have to run by itself, figure it out. So the whole deck and all of the things which we have covered today is there in the Google Drive for you, and it will be there going forward as well. And yes, thank you so much everyone for attending. We can take your doubts or queries if you have any. And that's all over to Khyati now.
Thank you so much, Minal, for such a practical and insightful session. I'm sure everyone who joined us today got some useful ideas on how AI can help reduce repetitive work and make day to day professional tasks more efficient. Once again, a big thank you to you for sharing your time, knowledge, and practical experience with all of us. One more thing, we will also be uploading the recording of today's webinar on YouTube channel. So if anyone missed any part of the session, or if you want to go through something again, you can refer to the recording there. As I mentioned in the beginning, we'll be conducting more such webinars in the future. We have also launched a tech series on YouTube, and we'll be soon launching our AI plugins as well. So stay connected about all these things. Please follow and subscribe to our social media channels. And I'm sharing all the links again in the chat so you can refer to them. So thank you once again for being a part of today's webinar, and we will see you again in our next session. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thanks everyone. Have a great day.
Yeah.